Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Software Inc. This is the Hyptix here, and we're just gonna crack on, back on a another adventure in the good old game of Software Inc. I'm just gonna continue the last save that I have, which is this marble right here. I'm just gonna toggle those walls back. So today, guys, I've been having to think as to what I should actually build now, I guess. Just skip back to the day because there's no need for it to not be a day. And I decided to. I've been thinking, and considering we built the 2D editor, which is there. What I was thinking is I'll tell you what we need to do real quick. We need to order some more. First thing on the agenda is we are ordering some more. Alright, no we're not. Why can't we order any more? Don't do this to me. Okay. We're gonna order another 2,000. Sick. Right, okay, so I'm thinking today, because we built a 2D editor last time, I'm thinking we actually build the audio tool this time because now I don't need a dependency. Oh, here you go. As you can see, the dependency. I spoke about this a little bit last episode about how you need a dependency. Like it means you need a certain type of thing to build that. So you need something else, and obviously we didn't have one built. So building this would have meant that we had to pick someone else's, as you can see. But guess whose is on there? Your boys. And no licensing cost because we've made that. Obviously, if we didn't have one and we were still trying to make it, we'd have to pick someone else's. But because we've made it, we can actually pick our own. So I think today we're going to make an audio tool. I've not made one of these yet. I don't really know how to make it. So, but you know, gotta give it a go. So I don't need to. I think I have to give it. I think I'll have to. Hold on, we'll just bring up the software. So, let's find the audio tools. Damn, there's a lot of them. Right, I'm just going to quickly fill the audio tools in. I can actually check like who's got the best. Okay, so it's been out for a while again. Widespread, and they're about £40. So I'm gonna probably retail mine for about £35. Because you know, gotta beat the competition. Keep this product to yourself so competitors can't take advantage of it. That doesn't bother me too much right now. We're not that big. No, I don't really have any competitors. No one's gonna try and outdo me. Take the music editor because you know I want to make it as good as possible, and also it's gonna take less than a year. It's pure audio. There's no art units in this, which is kind of great. No licenses costs, maximum quality, great. Everyone's gonna be looking forward to it. Quite good. I believe now I'm about to click develop, but it's gonna be like you need an operating system. Yeah, I thought so. What we're gonna do is rather than make the mistake of pick something that wasn't as active as it could have been, we're literally just gonna pick these three right here at the top, which is the next. I'll just pick the top two actually, the OptiSlim 5 and the next 5. It just makes sense, I guess, to pick these two. So we're gonna pick him, and we also kind of want the next 5. And now that I've done that, we're just legit just gonna develop. I haven't picked a name. I need to name these. It's an audio tool, but it doesn't really tell me. I guess it's like an audio mixer or something like that. We're gonna think of a name. God damn it. Okay, so I'm thinking. God damn it! I was not prepared for thinking of a name. Yeah, I'm thinking waveform because you know it doesn't really matter. We're going waveform, why not? And there he is. He's gonna crack on building waveform and array types, do his little coding. So yeah, as you can see, we're still working away in our little 1x1 office, as I'm going to call it, because it's just me, myself, and I. And we're going to speed this up because it's going to take forever otherwise. So yeah, now obviously we've got 1,000 fans now, and what you'll find is when I set a release date, we might actually gain like 200 fans. Obviously last time, and he's gone home. Obviously the last time you saw yourself, like, he didn't gain any fans when I clicked the release date. He actually got the fans when I released the press build, and that's because, or the followers should I say, sorry. That's actually because I, didn't have any fans to start with. So obviously now that I've got fans, when I actually release the release date, people are going to turn around and be like, oh, oh, wait, I'll have, I've completely lost my train of thought. God damn it. They're probably gonna think now, it's like, oh, okay, he's released it. It's like if you're following a company in real life about, I don't know, maybe you're into, again, we'll use cars as an example. I'm a car enthusiast, so you know it. I'll probably use cars as a very good example all the time. But if you're following a certain type of brand that you really like, and obviously they just turn around and announce that they're bringing out another car, or they're looking to bring out another car, so you as a fan is going to then be interested, but maybe not necessarily the entire world, because they don't really care that much until you find out more information, like, oh, actually this car's within my price range. They don't necessarily like the car because of who it's made by, it's just that they like the car for other reasons. I think that's kind of how this should work, so again, we should find that out in this episode today, guys. So yeah, we're just going to leave him to work away, and hopefully it doesn't get this to take too long. Today should be a fairly short video. I'll probably just cut the majority of the bulk, so I like to call it, the when it's in alpha and he's got to do all the coding. It's going to take a while to do the coding, so I'm just legit going to cut the video. And then obviously if I find anything that's quite interesting, then I'll be like, I'll tell you guys about it, because it's probably a good idea. I'm going to do those, calling the cleaners, because my floor's getting dirty. She's coming and done that. So beautiful. So we should be good to go. So I'm just going to sit here now and keep going. Hopefully everything will be good. But like I said, what I'll do is keep playing this, and I might cut some of this out. So it's one of them, but it's taking a little longer than I was hoping he'd take, but it's one of them. I'm going to check the upcoming releases real quick, because okay, there you go. So Record Tools 4 is been brought out by Slide Corp. That's actually getting released like just under a year. So we'll actually have some almost direct competition, because this should take like a year or so, which that's gonna be really cool, because I was not expecting to have that competition that direct, but it's a challenge. I like it. I've just realised why this is taking so long. It's because we're actually having to offer support for synths effects, as you can see. We should really order some more copies. We're actually selling them. I'm like so surprised that we're selling it. It's like, oh my god, I should. Oh what? Yeah, there we go. I've ordered some more copies. What I'm going to do is actually this episode then, because wrong button. Because how everything's panned out. What I'm quickly going to look at is, I'm not sure. I'm just looking at my money. I'm not 100% sure whether I should just go and get someone else employed, but my own issue is I've then got to build a bunch of stuff. I've got to build a canteen and a toilet for him, and then I've got to decorate the office area a little bit more, so I've got to give it like some paintings, and he likes a clock. So I really kind of want it, because I know it's going to make this so much easier, but so it's one of them. We're just going to leave him real quick. So what I'm going to do is, because it's going to take so long, I'm just going to cut the video here. Okay guys, so we're back now, and as you can see, we're almost actually there. That wasn't a long wait, it was probably about a 3 or 4 minute wait, but you guys didn't need to watch it. you know, didn't really do anything. So it's saving you guys some time. I want to make this video quite short. I don't want you guys to be sat around. Obviously, the first episode took longer, but we had a customization stuff to do at the start. We had to build our office, so you know there was a bit more to do, and also I tried to explain things in a okay kind of manner. So, and we're now going to develop that. We reached alpha and we don't have any followers. Oh no! So we're just coding away now. So yeah, I'm hoping this should be a really short video, or not really short, but it should be fairly short. To make it enjoyable for you guys to watch. Obviously, that's my number one aim. So what I'm gonna do is he's still fixing away, and he's not even here. Cleaning. So what I'm actually gonna do, I've had a thought, and I'm probably gonna for now. Hold on, let me just bring everything up so I can see where all my objects are. So everything's in that corner. So I'm probably just gonna add another worker because I feel like it's gonna help. I'm gonna struggle otherwise trying to do both these. I do want this releasing at some point, like you know. So we're gonna quickly just build a little extension onto this, and then once we've done that, we'll just quickly stick that into like daytime. I'm gonna build the extension just because I do want another person now. So I'm just gonna get rid of the window real quick. You might think why, but it's actually because I'm gonna build that way. So I need to add a light in here now. As you can see, everything just got very dark. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna just use the wall, and we're gonna. Oh, this is so weird. It's because of his angle. That's such an annoying angle, so we're just gonna ignore that angle, I guess. God damn it. Are we gonna... Is that okay? I mean, is it really? No, I don't like that. Okay, so we're gonna do this the normal way, I guess, and we're just gonna go out this way. What I'm actually going to do is take it to there and then join it onto that, and then join it onto that there. What I'm going to do is stick a little door off here into one more little room, which is going to be the toiletry area, because he needs to go to the toilet. Walls can't intersect, there we go. So what I'm going to show you guys quickly is I can actually make this this design here, so the blue wall, all that, I can actually make that the default. So set default style, and I can now leave there's a button in here, so reset to default style, because I actually placed it before I did that. It placed in the normal plane, but now that I've actually set it, then every wall room I'll place will be placed in this thing. So I won't keep them all like that, but it does help because at least now we're going for a sliding wall, a sliding door. At least now I can actually get the outside done, which is my main thing. Having that brick all the same colour really helps. So now that we've done that, I think I'm going to add a window in. We're going to go for a nice wide window there, and I think we're going to add another wide window at the end because it lightens everything up a lot. I'm going to put a small. Now I don't want a window in the toilet itself because you actually get like a complaint, I guess you could call it, because they're like, oh my god, you shouldn't do that, and you're like, okay, that's nice. So what we are going to do though is grab some lights. I'm going to go for this one. I'm just going to drop that in there like that to give us constant lighting, and we're going to drop the lamp in probably the corner. Thing is with lamps and stuff is I can't place this lamp. I can't place it over that because it's something's in the way. You'll think like it needs to be in somewhere that if you need to change the bulb, in theory you could. So obviously there I can. there I can, there I can. So it's kind of annoying because sometimes you're like, oh well, where else can I stick it? But you can't sort it. You've just got to kind of use your head. So what I'm gonna do is, because I haven't really made a lot of room, is I'm literally just sticking that right there. So you now can eat. You'll be able to go to the toilet once it places the toilet down. The poop machine. And the poop machine's going in there like that. Now that's literally all you need, and he should be happy enough. But we're going to design his little desk area that he's going to work from in here. And what he's going to actually have, say you can't, again, something else, you have to have it in a certain area, but that's fine because we're just going to move it to this wall over here instead. And what I'm then going to do is drop a office chair on it, and then a computer, and he will moan that his life's boring because he himself is boring. Also, just to show him that every time he's late he can see. But I'm actually going to set that up for him because that gives him entertainment. And I'm also going to try and put a bush in there. I actually change my anchor grid to the same as this wall because I can actually, nope, it doesn't matter. As you can see, my grid's now out a different angle. Change that back, just pick a different wall. I tend to use the front door because it puts everything in how you was building with it originally. And I'm gonna find a place to stick this plant because I want a plant. I'm gonna put it in this corner. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna put it in. I don't know. I just like plants. They look nice, but like I said, this is such a small office. So we're gonna leave it for now. And what I'm gonna stick on his desk is I'm actually gonna put the calculator on his desk. It moves it slightly, and now he's got a calculator. It helps with his skills, so you know I don't need one because obviously I'm a guard. Yeah. So now we've done that, it's night time. That's brilliant. Click off view. I'll just show you real quick. My stats are going up, as you can see, slowly. Not too fast, but they are going up. So we're going to skip, and now we're going to employ someone, and we're going to employ a coder. So I'm looking for a programmer. They can specialise. What we're doing as of right now, audio. I'm going to specialise him in audio because it's going to get this done real quick. You can actually like have a look at better stuff. I'm going to put his personality on. Actually, I'm not going to do any of them. And the more you spend, the higher skill people you get. I'm going to spend all of it because when you click skill, 66%, which is okay. I'm just going to hire them. I don't even need to look at them. And they will now start working. They'll both roll up, and here's she. Is that a she? Yep. And here she is, working away with me, and we're actually getting through everything a lot faster now. As you can see, we're getting. She also gets put onto the core team. When I was actually in the like employee thing, I'm not going to begin looking because it costs money, but when I was actually in that, you can pick what team they're assigned to. Now obviously by default she'll be assigned to core unless I change that, and I'm going to keep her on my team because obviously if I change to a different team there's no real use in that as of right now. I just want to do these tasks here and keeping everything together. So obviously they get through everything a lot faster now, so I'm going to just bump that to the 2, bump that down to the 1. So now we're actually getting waveform right up a hell of a lot faster. As you can see, she's working away. Now, like I said, my employee will have needs, and as of right now, she's, come on, let me just start the day. And if I click it, I can actually see her needs. Now, bladder is sorted, hunger is sorted. Stress goes that way, so she starts getting stressful, but she should be fine. Her social, she sat next to me, she can't moan. And her energy, obviously that's another thing, but her energy is usually alright. Now, she feels uncomfortable in a team, and that needs questioning. Why does she feel uncomfortable in a team? Probably because she doesn't like me. I haven't probably. To be fair, I probably haven't washed in like 6 months on this game. Yeah, definitely. That'll be what the issue is. So I actually want some details. I'm gonna have a look. The place looks nice, but she feels uncomfortable in her team. So why does she feel uncomfortable in her team? She stresses and her team. Oh, okay. So when I was looking at personality, we don't get along. That's what she's trying to say. Is she's different to my personality, so whatever I picked. And sometimes you get people that's absolutely great, and then other people I need maintenance. My fence broke, as you can see. Um, you can get some people that they're like really great for compatibility with you, and then other times they're not that great, and it's one of them. I'm gonna fire her because she'll moan otherwise. I can't be dealing with that. So bye bye. Sorry. But that's fine because I'm literally just going to slow that down right there, and I'm now just going to tell them that I'm going to program her. I'm going to pay some good money. I'm going to tick all the boxes and should just show you guys. It gives me more information and it's going to cost that much. I've spent quite a bit of money, but now look at my skills I'm getting. Heather, compatibility normal, as you can see. So I'm actually going to, as you can see here, I might just pick Misty because we've got great compatibility, and to be fair, her code in general is actually really good for someone like that. So yeah, I'm happy with that. She has no design skill, which is okay, but you know. And this is the team core. I can obviously pick or come up with the teams to make them. So, and that's where you change that as well. So I'm going to employ her. She's going to be okay for a while. And now you actually find that we'll have better kind of thingies. So she stole my chair, so I feel like firing her, and she's just saying the place looks nice. So yeah, as you can see, her energy and her bladder, and we sort certain stuff. That vending machine counts as hunger. So yeah, she's stressed. Okay, so she's stressed out. So obviously these days it actually getting to her. What I'm going to do is usually, as you saw, in my managed teams I actually put that up to 5. I'm just going to drop that down to, it's probably best if I give her like some modification as well. I obviously changed it to start with because my guy will work for a lot longer, but now, why is she stressing so much? So she's stressed the hell out. So I need to build a canteen, but I'm literally just going to build a sofa. And sofa's going right there. We're just going to build a sofa. I haven't had this happen before. She's quite stressed head. I don't like stress heads. There you go. As you can see, I can't connect. So what you then have to do is find the anchor point, as that's kind of what I'm going off. And pick the chair, the seat, and voila. And now I can't use my ventilation shaft because it's in that way. Marvelous. And that's huge. I don't want that actually, because how big it is. And there we go. That goddamn sofa was so big. So she now needs to like sit on that. And wage negotiations. So she's stressed, and that's not my issue. We shouldn't be stressed. Okay, so how are we gonna sort this? Now, I'm not 100% sure how to sort this. I want you to use my waiting chairs. I might just put like some pictures in front of her, and that might de-stress her. If she's gonna sit there and carry on being a fucking idiot, then she can fucking get sacked. So yeah, you're being a little bitch, you can go. Fuck you. I wasn't having this other problem with my saves, they're all nice and happy, and I didn't really do too much different, so they're just being picky little bastards, so she can fuck off. And we'll just get someone else in. Excuse me, bitch. Yeah, damn right. Get the fuck out. Right, I did fire her. Didn't fire her. Please go. Thank fuck for that. Right. We're gonna try one more time. Let's just bump that up. Yep. And we are See, he gets too stressed, so now I'm gonna have to look for someone that doesn't. Oh, for fuck's sake! They're all gonna stress a little bit more than I want them to. But also, I want them to not be that stressed. Now he's perfect. Oh, she should I say? But she's 30 and 52, and I can't be dealing with that. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this one. He's okay. He's quite young, so he'll be with us for many years. So we are getting this code done. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is as long as I don't run across anything, I'm literally just gonna cut here, and you will resume with this almost done. And yeah, happy days. I'll talk to you guys in literally a second. So here we go, guys. That was nice and easy, nice little cut. I've actually been sat here for about 20 minutes now, getting this done, and I've made a bunch of changes, as you can see. There's actually a wall there now. Gave them their own separate offices because they were moaning. I had to swap the teams because the person itself, my staff member, was moaning that go away. It's still telling me there's too many of them in the same office, but that's classed as a room, and they're just being twats. But basically, she was moaning that she was like getting too stressed by the work hours, so I made another team and actually dropped the workload. So the core team's doing the support and making this, and the other team, which is called one, although it just says +1 because there's +1 group, it's actually called one. They were just in it on their own, and they were only having to focus on this, which I thought would help, but it didn't. I then brought a coffee machine for them because it said I needed to build a canteen. I was hoping this would work as a canteen, but it also hasn't worked. And then I had to put a wall up in between them because, you know, it was like we can't have all these people in the same room on the same team. And it's still telling me that that's an issue, which is kind of annoying. But aside from that, we're almost there now. If we just do a quick review. Oh, I actually also got rid of her because she was just starting to annoy me in general. So I like this was probably for no reason, but okay, it's done, so it's one of them. So I'm just going to write this review up real quick, and we're on a 7, so now I'm going to just mark it. I'm going to announce a release date for a year's time. Yep, I'm happy with that, and we might get some followers. I think it'll have to be the next day, because I think things take like a day or so. No, okay, so it's not telling me anything interesting, but we've released a date now, which as you can see is there. So it's one of them. We've not actually got any active uses on Syncs Effects anymore. We're not selling copies, and no one's buying it anymore. It's pretty old news now. You know, it's 2 years old. New things come around, so you can actually turn the support off on. I'm going to cancel the support for the thing because no one's actually using it, so there's no point having the support there, which is great because it means my little guy himself can now focus on just doing the 8.2. He can now just focus on just the code, which is great. We're getting really high things now, so I'm about to release a press build on it, which will be right now. Let's read them. Got the hands on it. Giving it a test run. Not well known in the market. Haven't heard about them. Looks amazing. It has all the new features. They are aiming for February 1984, which is great. And as you can see, we are getting so many followers because we've just reached out a bunch. I'm going to keep banging out these reviews now because we're getting real close to what I'm looking for. Obviously, I'm looking for that 9. That 9 out of 10 is going to do very well for us. So that's what I'm aiming for. Obviously, it's going to start dropping because of the review accuracy, so I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to do another review on probably like July and see where we go from there. I'm hoping my followers will still keep climbing. The thing I'm going to do is I'm going all out marketing on this, so when this starts to slow down, I'm going to do a press release as well, which tells the world about your product. You know, you can pause the screen and read it there if you really want to read into it, but you should know what a press release is. But yeah, so we're just doing that now. Literally just going to blitz through these, taking forever. But as you can see, we're coding away. We'll do another review because why not? As you can see, when I was reviewing, I could ask how many teams I wanted to review. I want both of them to review it because it's gonna give me what they both think on it. Now his skill is very low, and he's doing pretty well considering he doesn't know anything about it, which is great. We're starting to slow down on the good old followers right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm now going to mark it with all the Fandango stuff and click OK. Now we have to actually spend money, and it's a time thing, so it'll start going up. That's why I've done it now, because we're going to start losing followers real shortly, as you can see. And there you go, you can see that tiny green bar there. I'm actually going to get both teams to do that as well, because I need it to go up quite fast. And as you see, we're starting to just pour money onto it. No one really knows marketing, and we are starting to lose a lot of followers, which ain't great, but what can you do about it, I guess. I'm just going to run another team review. They've gone home. 1st of June. I want to stay above 70,000. We'll get a bunch more followers so afterwards. It's just that as of right now I need to kind of, and it's dropping again for now. So again, we've just got to kind of time everything. Everything's getting towards the end, but everything we're going to start struggling, so we've got to start making good moves now. Away we go. And my guy has actually gone on vacation as well. Or not my guy as such, but the staff member. So I'm going to wait for him to come back, and then I'm actually going to give him some. I'm not going to hire employees, I'm going to manage employees. I'm going to manage Brian here. I'll send him off for some audio coding. I actually requested them to be specialised in audio coding when I hired him, but apparently he didn't get the memo and must have just sneaked his way in. I mean, can't blame him, he tried, so you know, it's one of them. As you can see, he's technically in class, but he's actually on holiday, so he'll be back for September hopefully, and then we can crack on until around end of November, start of December, and then we can start getting rid of those bugs. We're going to drop down to probably about 30,000 followers, and then this will come out, which should boost us back up to the 100 that we had. Probably a lot more, but you know, you've got kind of time. Right, I did this a little too late, but to be fair, our scores weren't coming out as well as I wish they were, so what can you do, eh? So we're just going to blitz through this real quick, shouldn't take too long, and then I'm hoping to get this released and we can start reaping the rewards slash benefits in. It's going to be back pretty soon. It's going to be back in a month. So as you can see, I'm going to quickly do a review, and it won't be able to finish the review. We need to get maintenance. Won't be able to finish the review. Oh, there we go. It's saying it's an 8.4. That's when I review it though, partly because you know I'm 8.4. So, but ideally I could do the other guy coming in as well, because it helps. So I know what where we stand a little bit better. I could release this right now. There we go. As you can see, I rushed that. It kind of just proved the point that because I didn't wait for it to go all the way up. As you can see, they used a video to show off the product, but they didn't put any work into it. Obviously, we didn't wait for it to go up enough, and they thought it was real bad. And it's not gay for us any followers. So you got to bear that in mind if that happens. But you know, it's not all bad, because once we actually get this to somewhere where I'm happy with and we release it, we'll be fine. So it's just more of a case of that's more than enough. So now we're about to promote. I'm going to market it again. Another press build. 'Cause it's in a different state now, and we are going straight into the beta. And as you can see, keep an eye on upcoming and recently released products before releasing your own to avoid getting overshadowed. Now we're getting a review on this. It's gonna be, might be the new big hit, and it has all the new features. Will be out in a moment now. As they said, something's coming real soon, and as we've got these tools here, These are both coming out like next year. Now this is the one they're talking about. If I'm not as good as that, then this is gonna overshadow me. This I don't have to worry about. So they're saying ideally you should bring yours out before this, but we should be fine. I might bring it out at the same time just because, you know, competition, and we've got more followers because I did another thing. So we're just gonna blitz this each day now. We're getting real close. Happy with the progress. We need some IT guy and we need some cleaning. I'm really happy with the progress that we're getting because now, as you can see, we've actually got we actually managed to get the sorry, I was just yawning. As you can see, we were now getting a lot more followers and getting those bug fixes out. We actually hit a really good review. You can't check it now because, you know, we're past that part. But we got a really good review. It was an 8.9, so we should have hit about an 8.5 and between an 8.5 and 9, which is I'm happy with. It's gonna be way better than obviously the good old Syncs effects over there. So what can you do, eh? So I'm just gonna wait for this to keep fixing. We are literally just waiting for kind of the bug fixing to slow down and or for like January to come around, one or the other, whatever comes first. Shouldn't take too long now. We are literally almost there. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for him. So seeing this, obviously, what do you guys want to see me do next? Obviously, you can develop. We'll start to get researching and things to start coming up with. And as you can see, we're actually able to now, if I click these, I can now do 3D rendering on a operating software system even. So there's obviously, as we're going through these years, and you want to raise, you can have a raise. As we're going through these years, obviously we're going to start unlocking technology, be able to research technology, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that we can actually start doing, which we will just start doing, disputing that we won't, so our followers are falling again. So yeah, that's what we're planning on doing, but what do you guys want to see? Just let me know down in the comments. So from that, we're just going to keep building on and probably get some more staff members, and you know, we'll get some more releases. I wish I could take these off the market, but it just shows you everything you've ever released, which is it's one of them. What can you do? So we're just gonna really go into the end of December. So obviously, any help at all, constructive criticism, anything like that would be great on these videos, guys. Like really looks good. Makes me know that you guys like them. Commenting's great as well. Just let me know anything you're feeling, anything you want me to talk about, and obviously subscribe if you're interested in this sort of stuff. I'm going to bring a lot more of these sort of things out. I might be doing some Prison Architect as well. It's a whole bunch of games, simulation. I do enjoy simulation, but I feel like they can get quite boring. So there's going to be a bunch of stuff. I like the sandbox feel of games, so we'll be looking at sandbox games as well, and then your usual, as well as playing with friends, that sort of stuff, and having a good laugh. As you can see now, we're at the end of January. I imagine that's just been released, yes. They've now released theirs, and we're going to release ours literally as we go into February. It's literally just this last day now then. So I'm just going to hire a cleaner real quick, because gotta have those clean floors. A woman knows what she's doing, man. She knows what she's doing, she's good. So we're waiting to go home. And it's February, so I'm now going to release that. I'm more than happy. Don't want a marketing campaign, but we will click yes because we're going to order 10. We're going to order 50,000 copies. Feeling adventurous, guys. Feeling adventurous. I've ordered 50,000 copies, and now they're both sat here twiddling their thumbs. But Wave Support will be here real soon. Waveform will literally release tomorrow. Here it is. They reviewed our product, and nothing's sold as of yet. I can't remember how much money I've just made. Software Times. Newcomer, no one knows who they are. Is overall a well-made product. Can't even imagine how complicated this must be behind the scenes, and it runs very smooth. Keep in mind that Slide Corp has record 6 on the market currently, which might affect interest. We ran into quite a few bugs. What the? I had like 140 bugs. It's not that big of a fucking program. Oh my Jesus Christ. Which might affect interest. Ran into quite a few bugs. They're going to have a hard time supporting it. No, we're not. watch this space. Trap it up. It's looking okay for the price. God damn it, we messed up again. What are we doing? Anyway, we're just gonna start, and away we go. So yeah, at least our support team's great, I guess. Where they're working on the thing. So we're just gonna go through a couple of these days now, and we'll actually start to see some monies. Made 52,000 on the first day, but because we spent all that money on distribution, we didn't actually make any. But what's probably good is quite prominent marking, which is good because people can actually see us. And I'm just checking how many units we've sold. We're getting a hella amount of fucking refunds, which isn't great. But what can you do, eh? So 167,000, and money's gonna start climbing. Pretty good. We should hit about 300,000. I think next in next episode, what I'm thinking about doing is we might actually take on the chance of doing something console related, because I know the audio tool and the 2D editor have both obviously asked for operating systems, and the operating system I've actually given are computer operating systems. So everything that I've done is actually been computer related as of right now. I kind of want to try something that's console related, so obviously I could do anything that's on console is here, but I might even build a game. Don't know how well that's gonna work. You gotta find again an operating system, but hold on, let's just double see to see if we can actually find a console. Comes up for a console. So there we go. We might actually build a game for a console, which might be quite cool. You can pick what type of game you want it to be. I think we should make a simulation you're playing one. I love that. I think that's going to be the title of the video actually. Simulation you're playing one. That's quite cool. So we're gonna. I like how there's only some of these that have. Oh, I see. It's these ones. Okay. So yeah, we might look it into. Obviously, we could go 2D graphics because we might need to build a game engine next. Okay, so we're probably going to build a game engine next episode then, I guess, guys. And I believe you'll have to build it for that there. It doesn't need any dependencies though, and I think we'll tick all these boxes, make it 2D rendering. Could we go 3D rendering? Oh, we could go 3D. 2D assets. And a visual editor. Ooh, this is looking good. We got a 2D editor though, we got one. Oh, hold on. Was that 2D editor? Or is it that old that we can't use anymore? God damn it. I have to look at that. Might just take out the 2D assets, because screw everything. Well, we could make a thing. I'll mull it over and we'll have a think. But as of right now, guys, obviously you're seeing the money go up. We are making money, and we do have people active, which is kind of good. There's a lot of bug fixes. Jesus Christ. And how many have we got in stock? Yeah, so we've got like 20,000, but there's a lot of refunds. That's crazy. People aren't going to be very happy. We've still got 1 star, and it's still mess still. So until next time, guys, please leave a like, please leave a comment, just give me any form of comment. Tell me about how your day was, any criticism, anything like that, and subscribe if you're enjoying this. There'll be a lot more content coming out. I'll actually put up a schedule real soon about what I'm looking at, what scheduling days, what should be coming out. To start with, it's probably not going to be what video I want, so this day is going to be this game, and it'll probably just be what days and times you can expect a video to be put up. I'm going to try and stick to a schedule. I feel like as starting off on YouTube, that I think sticking to a schedule now will make everything easier in the long run. And of course, I do enjoy doing this. It's absolutely amazing to be able to show my gameplay with everyone else. So leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like if I deserve it. If not, thank you for your time anyway. I'm glad you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you guys later in the next episode.